Everybody, this is Marty Friedman. I'm at Guitar World. I'm gonna be showing you some ways to make yourself unique. Now, playing fast is definitely not the be-all, end-all of anything, and it's really so unimportant that it's not even funny. But it is something you'll probably be wanting to do if you're reading this magazine. So you might as well do it cool. The thing is, everybody should play fast differently. Everybody should play everything differently. Now, one piece of advice that I can give you is it will be easier to do that if you can find things that are easy for you to finger it. Now, all you got to do is put together a pattern that is comfortable for your fingers, not like what you read in a book somewhere. I'm going to show you a really easy pattern, and you can try that or try something else. But this is basically just a way to come up with any kind of fast thing or anything that's 16th notes. All right. I mean, it's bonehead, but I mean, that in the right place could sound cool. And what's more important than that is the concept. I'm doing something like... I mean, it's really not anything, but it gets the point across that you want. Obviously, you can do it everywhere. You can make variations on the fingering and stuff. Just totally random. So a lot of the stuff, you have to find out what's comfortable for you. And that's where you find your own identity. If you just copy other guys who are doing things that you like, that's fine, because you want to see how things tick. But I think you'll get more results if you just experiment with things that are easy for your particular fingers and the way you hold your pick and all that stuff. And you'd be surprised what you find. So there's that. So what I did here was I played the same exact pattern with a little bonehead variation to it. So that phrase I just played, obviously, C would be the place that normally you could play. That'd be the obvious place to play it, but if you use your noodle right here, if you're right here, kind of looks like A, doesn't it? And so, you can fit all this stuff in A if you own it. You know, if you play with confidence, you can get away with any note in there. So try not to limit yourself to this lick is in this scale or this lick is in this key. Use your own ear and try it in every possible key. I mean, this looks like A, but I said C, but the hell with what Marty is. I want to play it in A, I want to play it in B, I want to play it everywhere, and just use your ear, because if it sounds good to your ear, that's what's going to decide your style, so to speak. So if you like that phrase over C, then that's great. If you like that phrase over A, that's great. Or if you like it over A, but you want to change it a little bit because it sounds kind of weird, then that's all good. That's how your style develops. You're like, well, I learned this thing from Marty. I think it's cool, except for this one note just doesn't sound good to me, so I'm going to change that. That is the core of how you sound different from the next guy. So feel free to use your ear as much as possible. Okay, like I always say, take normal things and just do them weird. So it's kind of like a jazz concept, and I'm so non-jazz. I'm the fakest jazzer in the world. But I know that jazz guys take normal things and they make them a little bit more interesting. So if you take, everybody does this blues pattern right there, but there's a whole bunch of notes in between there that you should be using. That type of thing. So let's analyze that for a second. So if we're in B, and most guys are going, most guys are doing that, but there's a million more notes that I want you to hit in there. Now, how you hit them is your business, but like a real basic example, I'll play slowly, something like this. something like that. So that is the way you should approach this whole like normal blues section, as not like the normal thing that you hear everywhere, but there's a lot of notes in between. So that the main one, the really easiest one to understand, is something like this. Everybody knows these. But let's put this in here. So you put this note. You put those notes in there, and then you have... But of course, we've got this whole string that we could be using as well, like this. So let's just alternate this and put them together like this.